Welcome to Priory Fields, an oasis of peace and beauty, but just 2 minutes walk from Hitchin Town Centre. Formerly a religious house, the Priory was bought by Ralph Radcliffe shortly after Henry VIII's dissolution of the monasteries in the 1530s. It stayed in the Radcliffe family for over 400 years. The park was created by another Ralph Radcliffe in the 1730s. In the 1770s, his nephew John Radcliffe employed Nathaniel Richmond to redesign an enlarged park. Richmond, described by Professor Tom Williamson as a great 18th century designer, started his career working with perhaps the greatest of all landscape architects, Lancelot Capability Brown at Moor Park. Following the construction of the bypass in 1981, the park was divided in two. The outer Priory Park preserves the essential features of Richmond's 18th century landscaping, which can be appreciated from the public footpaths crossing the park. The substantial belt of mature trees still screens the park from Gosmore Road. These provide an important habitat for a wide range of wildlife, including the now rare song thrush. Walking down the ancient sunken lane into the hamlet of Charlton, we pass through a very important habitat for our protected native bat species. Stand in the lane here for a few moments at dusk on a summer's evening, and you'll be amazed by the skill of these agile nocturnal hunters as they whistle past your ears. Farming has been the main staple of this area in the past, and in the far corner nearest to Charlton, the pigs are a great attraction for visitors. The main field itself has a number of existing rights of way, and whilst fallow at the moment, has over the years been planted with wheat, barley, maize and mangel wurzels, providing many happy memories for locals of passing through the crops on the footpaths and spotting the various wildflowers intermingled with the agriculture. Poppies are always a particularly attractive sight here. So whether looking down at the flowers, listening to the songs of the myriad hedgerow birds, or gazing up at the red kites soaring majestically above, the changing seasons of nature always provide interest. From here, the hills at Offley can be clearly seen, the beginning of the Chiltern Hills, which cover an area of 324 square miles, stretching across the Thames and down to South Oxfordshire. So it is quite correct that we promote the beauty of the Hitchin countryside as the foothills of the Chilterns. This area of outstanding natural beauty, with its underlying chalk rock, gives rise to our crystal clear and rare chalk streams, one of which, the Hiz, has its source in Charlton village and winds across Priory Fields into the town. The Hiz is a fine example of a chalk stream with clear water, lush bankside vegetation and small woodland areas and significant numbers of existing hedgerows and wildlife sites. The Hiz is prone to surface water flooding around the wellhead, and the lower parts of the site are a potential floodplain. Priory Fields does not exist in isolation. It's hoped in the future it will become part of a green arc or bee corridor, stretching from Hitch Wood at Preston, through the sunflower fields at Purton, across Ortonhead Common, Berrymead Springs, and finishing at Cadwell Farm, home of Hitchin Lavender. This treasured green space cannot be underestimated, particularly as more and more people have recently discovered the benefits of fresh air and walking during the time of the pandemic. The countryside and the quiet, cleanliness and solitude of the area have had huge benefits for people's mental and physical health. Being so close to the town centre, Priory Fields offers so many people the opportunity for fresh air and healthy exercise without having to get into a vehicle. And this glorious landscape reminds us of Hitchin's essential character of an urban community set within a rural environment.